Hello, and welcome to the box room. David Bradley here. It is time, as I would say, maybe, possibly, to do a little tidying, but that, of course, isn't really going to happen. So it is time to test this Commodore 128. What I need to do is grab the power supply and move some things here and plug it in and see what happens. But first, we'll move this over here and get it in a nice location. There. Life is good. So I will very carefully put the power supply tester away, and I will pull the joystick out of this Commodore 64, and I will unplug this Commodore 64 power supply, which is good. And I will set it down on the floor. Now, one thing I have not been so good at recently, but I need to get better at it again, is documentation. I do. So here we have a 64C. And sticker intact. Works. Put a whole lot of techniques. Works. A bit yellowed. Keyboard. Okay. Power supply. Good. Oh, and it's October 2023. Time marches on. Time marches on. Alright, stick that. And remember, this one has a very, very cool, what's going on here? A very cool serial number, 1009090. And for those that have worked with the Commodore hard drives, that is a significant number. And remember, of course, the 9090, way back when, had a massive, yes, massive, 7.5 megabytes. Okay. That's as big as it was. But programs were a lot smaller. So I'm going to tuck this down here. Perhaps I will just squeeze it in here where there's less chance. What's going on here? A bit falling down. And I'm going to move these discs. I'm going to move this cartridge. No, discs are not supposed to fall. Screwdriver. Ooh, what is that from? These look like screws from a 64. Oh dear, did I forget to put something back? It is very possible, and even likely. Now this pile I think I'm going to try shift it up a little bit. Ooh. All right, documentation stuff. Okay, give me a moment. It is time. It's time to fret over the silly squeaky chair again. Why? Oh, how could it get so squeaky so fast? I just sprayed it. Obviously, perhaps not where it needs to be. Okay, I'm just on the move for a moment. I need to get the power supply for the 128. Now, the 128 power supplies were quite good, and I'm not really worried. And Rudy's magic tester doesn't have a square thing, so I'm just going to trust that it's okay. Which may be foolish, but you know, I've just never really found a good way to, with any certainty, stick the probes into the end of one of these power supplies without the possibility of shorting something out. So you see, there's a 128 power supply. It is indeed square. Alright, now, do I need this up here? Not really. But anyway, I did plug it in without the benefit of the machine here, because if I was going to hear some horrible buzzing, or if you get hot, or smoke, or flame, I guess it would have done it. And it didn't. So, time to get the 128. And connect it to the monitor. And is the power switch off? It is off. Hello. Why won't it go in? Okay, it's in. Alright, turn the monitor on. Let it warm up. Turn it on. Shaboom. That's the Commodore 128, and of course if I press the reset switch and hold down the Commodore key, that's the Commodore 64. So far, we're good. But of course, and you know what? This is what bugs me. I have a 128 cartridge that goes with this harness. I found it for the first time in eons, and I set it aside somewhere very carefully, and I can't find it. Okay, so just for fun, we'll take the harness, we'll hook it up, and we'll see if anything gets reported. This will, of course, be on the 64 side, and it might report some things just because it is on the 64 side, but you know, who knows? Who knows? Where's the cassette port? There's the cassette port. Do I have it up? I have it up. Okay. And the two joystick port connector things. Alright, there's that, there's that. Oh, this has gone a little askew. Now, as I have done before, the monitor cable is, hang on, a little bit snug on other things. So I will pull it out. And I will put it in again. Now, of course, what's going on? Okay, I'm going to lean that there, and then I'm going to grab. Oh, no, you don't. Discs are sliding. Discs are not to be sliding. I'm going to grab this. No, not that one. This one. This Commodore 64 power supply, which is ruined. Well, it was bad. So that will keep it from falling. I will apply power. Now that's peculiar. All right, let's stop about it. Let's think about that for a second. We have things in as they're supposed to be. Let's try that again. Okay. I don't know. That was weird. Oh, it's a funny thing. I touch up there. That was weird. And we'll see what we see when we see it. We shall. Ugh. Alright, oh, user port bad, it says. Okay, now it is reporting that U1 and U2 are bad. Do I believe this? As they say in the birdcage, not necessarily. But it's possible. Remember, this is the 64 test thing. This is a 128. Oh, now I'm no. Oh, I just saw some weird stuff on the screen here. Is it still testing? I think it is. Maybe this needs to be left. Oh, it is still testing. Maybe this needs to be left sort of testing and let it warm up a bit. Kind of like the 1571 drive that we were working on before. Use report bad, interrupt bad. Sound test good. Oh yeah, as I look over here, I do see that indeed the 128 it's got its rectangular LED, and it is slightly askew. Not a big deal. I think there's a little holder and a little screw and, whatever. Things out. Now, this is weird. I need to watch more closely. During that RAM test, it did weird things over here. Strange things. I'll have to watch very carefully on the next time through. It does also the screen. Like, I haven't really adjusted the monitor. The display is not as bright as what I remember, but anyway. It's fine. Now, I'm going to keep an eye right here. Screen RAM. Okay, there's weird. Oh, there was weird stuff over there. RAM test 1, RAM test 2. Other weird stuff over there. Interesting. Well, I think perhaps that I will. What I think I might do is unplug this. Not unplug it, turn this off. I'm going to just make sure that everything is in just so. You're not under any stress or distress. So it's all leaning nicely. I'll turn it back on. It's going to run through its thing. I'm going to watch over here for this RAM stuff. I've never seen that before. There it is. There it is. Interesting. Or as they would say on Star Trek, fascinating. Well, I think I will turn this monitor off, which usually takes 2 presses, and
that was easy.
I will leave this to test, and I will ponder. And then, assuming it seems to be okay, then we'll go for 128 mode and 40 column mode, because I don't have a monitor right here that would do the 80 column mode. And I'm going to see if I can spray this chair. I'll get rid of the damn squeak. It's got to be somewhere. And then maybe reunite this drive with its 1571 and try running the 1571 test demo disk through things. And, you know, keep on keeping on. So, thanks for coming. Yes, I am in the box room, but in some ways it may be the Twilight Zone, possibly. Anyway, time to take a break, let things settle, maybe download some stuff off the phone, charge the microphones, carry on. Bye for now.